Let's go ahead, Uncle Dave. Let's kick it off here with our first round leaders. I'm going to let you go ahead and rip a run on this one first. First round leaders for the Phoenix Open. Your first wagers. What are we looking at?
All right. Well, I got a, this is where we can make hay with our bombers, and I got a couple in a chalk here. Chalk. I took Scotty at 12-1. I doubt I would bet him. Plus 280, plus 300, depending on what book you look at. But at this price for one round, absolutely. Let's not forget last week was his first competitive event, and he had what we would call quote unquote an off week. He finished T9 with no rounds over 70. Give me a break. If he's priced 12-1 as a first round leader every week, I'll bet on him every week. Serious about that. Think of it this way. If we did that 12 times, he's got to lead after the first round once in 12 events to break even. Who wouldn't make that bet? So Scotty at 12-1. Patrick Rodgers at 80-1. Of course, at those odds, it's a bit of a flyer, but he finished Sunday last week with a 567. He shot a 66 on Saturday, and admittedly those were sandwiched around a 75. But there's an upside if he can putt at this price. This is a course with fairly flat greens that roll pretty true, which makes me even consider this bet or anybody else that might struggle to putt. I think the ease of these greens is the great equalizer. And he shot a 65 in the final round here last year. So, confidence on this course won't be an issue. And my third one is Tom Hoagie at 70-1. This to me seems a bit of an asinine price when you consider, he's one of the best out there in shots gained on approach. And that's a big one this week for me, probably the biggest one. Let's not forget that in two events in Hawaii, he opened both of them with 64s. His worst opening round this year is 69. And when you consider that Rodgers is 80-1, if that were a true number, Hoagie ought to be like 40-1, I think. So, Hoagie's been successful on this course in several other desert trips, and I think previous success at this course is probably more telling than maybe a lot of other courses. So, Rodgers, Hoagie, and Scotty, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Justin Thomas here, Uncle David, 28-1. He seems like he's really on his game right now. He's remained active throughout the entire offseason. He's had three top three finishes since the Tour Championship, and he's been very good at Phoenix. Six straight tournaments, he hasn't finished worse than 13th. He's been a threat pretty much, every year that he's been here at this course, at least over the last 6 years. And the odds suggest that JT is going to be a little bit of a threat here. And right now he's the second favorite, and I think that that's actually warranted right now. I think this is a great place for us to go ahead and give out my first wager of the season. And another thing with JT, he actually tees off early, and he goes out with two younger guys in Dunlap and Clanton. Those guys are looking to go ahead and take over the mantle, but I don't think JT is going to let that happen very easily. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give him out at 28-1. And then kind of here's my long bomber there, Uncle Dave. JJ Spawn, 60-1. He's one of the first guys to go out. He's in one of the first three groups, and this is a good thing, I think, for him. He's been hit or miss here at Phoenix, but it really depends on how his game is going. And right now, from what I see, his game looks like it's in a great place heading into Phoenix. He's been one of the most active golfers throughout the offseason. This guy's played in a bunch of events. He's been inside the top 35 in 8 of his last 9 events, during the offseason, and he's finished a third and a sixth, in those tournaments. His best finish here at Phoenix was 4th, and again, that was when his game was going well. I think this is kind of a carbon copy right now for him when he ended up finishing 4th versus what he's looking like right now. So at 60-1, I'm going to go ahead and take him there as well. So it's Justin Thomas for me, 28-1. JJ Spawn 60-1. So you guys got a good group of first round leaders for you.